All right. Well, it looks like we're live. We've got people joining in today. I'm not going to really try and waste any of your guys' time. Instead, I'm going to really pack this webinar with a ton of value, teaching you how to develop a $15,000 a month product on Amazon and build your own personal brand in case you're interested in that. But we have a lot to cover. So I'm going to specifically tell you how to get this done in just 60 days. And that's going to allow us to get a product in by Christmas time if we act now. By the way, as we do wait for a few more people to join in, let me know how everything's sounding. Is the audio good? Also, where are you guys tuning in from? Currently, I'm in Washington State, and only here for a month before we start traveling around again. I will have in the lower left corner my Instagram handle in case you're interested in reaching out. You can easily send me a message. After this, we can connect. I love meeting people, traveling the world, which we'll get into in just a second. But honestly, we got to hand it to AMZ Sky hosting, allowing me to host this webinar for you guys. We got Greg from Seattle. Awesome. I think I've had a few other Seattle guys, maybe on another webinar in the past. So we're going to keep diving in and finding you guys some good products here. Visitors from Germany. We hear the audio is not so good. Is that true? Or is that just maybe on their one computer on their end? Anyways, where were you guys joining us from? Also, let's make sure the audio is good. Voice interrupts a little bit. Let me. Wi-Fi looks good. Everything looks good. Got Christine in the house. What's up? Make sure the everything seems to be plugged in fine. So let's carry on. Audio is good for some other people. So carry on here. So then I'm going to teach you how to build a $15,000 a month Amazon product in just 60 days. We do more people saying audio jitter. Should be pretty clean right now. Get my device further from my computer. But I think we should be good. Okay, so I'm going to explain to you guys 4 secrets that you're going to learn. This is going to really help getting your Amazon business off the ground the most successful way possible. But everyone's kind of worried about what's the risk getting into this. So the main point of this webinar is I'm going to help you get a product going with the lowest risk possible. That's going to make you sleep better at night. It's going to make this building of a business seem a lot easier and less stressful and more of a fun, enjoyable thing you can build even on the side if you are working a regular job. So we do see more people saying there is a lag. That is very odd. Close the browser window to, let's see. Can you close some browser windows? Honestly, there's only one other window open right now. So I've literally closed everything. So hopefully that sounds good. I wish I could hear how it sounds. Other than that, there's nothing in settings I do. I checked the audio before I even tuned in. Seemed to be fine. Should hopefully be good for you guys. Check at the chat. Okay, well, we'll carry on. We got secret number 2 coming up, and that's going to tell you how to stand out in more competitive markets. So not only are we going to build a low-risk product, but we're also going to find something that's easy to stand out in other markets, or in more competitive markets by mainly bundling. Honestly, a lot of people don't bundle products on Amazon. It's pretty much the easiest way to stand out. You'll see what I'm talking about when we do get in the product research section of this webinar. Okay, now secret is I'm going to tell you pretty much how to verify your suppliers. Most of the time we're buying from Alibaba.com. If you guys have heard about that, you can get anything that's already pretty much sold in the United States, but you get it from the original people who manufactured it for a very low price. And funny enough, I was just at the It's like an Alibaba co-create little light that I got at the Alibaba event that I was speaking at in Las Vegas just last weekend. That's where I've been getting products for the last 7 years. And it's a great place to get your business started for pretty low cost too. So we have one more secret, and that pretty much explained the mistakes to avoid. And there's much more than just 3, and that's why having someone teach you this stuff is very beneficial, as opposed to you trying it on your own. Learn from someone who's already been there and done that and built the life that they that allowed them to do whatever they wanted. Emulate people who are already where you want to be, kind of thing. I didn't touch on it too much because I won't get into the crux of this, but like 7 months a year, I'm just traveling the world, South America, Asia, Dubai. I got this little chain in Dubai. You can go get some really nice gold there for a very low price. It's pretty crazy. So I hope you guys can get out and travel. Also, hopefully the audio is good for you now. Can you let me know if it is in the chat? And I'm going to continue to carry on. As well as, why are you guys getting into this Amazon business? Why do you want to do it? Is it to just get more freedom? You need a real why. Honestly, when I got into it, I broke my leg skateboarding and laid in bed for 2 months and said, hey, I need to find a way to make money and not go back to my job. So that was the best 2 months break a leg experience I ever had. So let's let you also know that there is a gift if you stay till the end. AMZ Scout is going to provide a great potential product with low competition for you. And I'm going to do a whole lot of product research in this webinar for you as well, showing you good products, but they're going to include an extra product for you so that you can launch your business in the shortest time possible. And I'm going to answer any questions you guys have at the end. So a quick note about me. I've been selling on Amazon for about 7 years, but I'm launching new products. Like I just ordered a new product that's selling for around 70 to 80 bucks, and I'm getting the thing for $20. And that's including a bundle that no one else is doing. And what you'll see with what AMZ Scout offers is AMZ Scout actually shows you the sales these products are making with Chrome extension, and you can find these great markets and get into new products pretty quickly. It takes about 2 weeks of work at this point for me to find and negotiate a deal to launch or buy the product, get it secured. So I've been selling on Amazon for a long time. I did it mainly, my reason was so I could travel and just freedom, straight up. I didn't want a boss telling me what to do. I wanted to free from the matrix, and I saw for a long time the way the world was shifting, that especially now it's even more apparent. AI is coming in to replace people's jobs. Before you know it, McDonald's workers are going to be robots. It's just leading that way. So I said I didn't want to get caught up in having a capped income based on what a boss or a salary was determining for me, and I wanted something scalable. So after that scalability, I didn't even need to necessarily do much work, because Amazon allowed me to literally find a product, get it into Amazon, and they would do all the heavy lifting for me. So I could do things like pull up in Dubai, Thailand, Bali for 7 months a year at a time. And it really came down to the whole point of passive income. There's not many other vehicles out there where you can really never effectively have to trade your time for money. I mean, you trade your time for money a little bit in the beginning, but then once your products wrap up, Amazon is literally showing it to organic customers who are searching your product tens of thousands of times a month, and you don't have to run all the external ads on Facebook and Instagram to be seen. Amazon's already there, and they're shipping the product out for you. That's the benefit of FBA, and allowing you to build more of a scalable passive income. So $30,000 a month in that screenshot down below was done with 4 products. And the profit margin on that, that's revenue, that's not the money going in my bank. You have to subtract Amazon fees and product costs from that. I'm making about 50 to 55% profit margins, over $15,000 a month. And I'm working probably 2-3 hours a month. I spend more time helping people at this point. So it all started, like I said, broke a leg skateboarding. Here's me flying over my buddy. I'm 30 now. I still love to skate because, when you have extra free time, you can continue doing the things that'll help you stay young. And after I broke that leg, I ended up being in bed, like I said, watching YouTube videos every day. I consumed a few videos on how to make money online, and then all these different business models, but Amazon was the best one. And then I binged every YouTube video there was about Amazon FBA. And I even started documenting my own journey. Now, this segment about building your own brand, personal brand, and being able to help other people and bring fulfillment and philanthropy into your life by giving back and helping. So I ended up saying, hey, I don't know what I'm doing with this Amazon game, but I started making videos and documenting the journey, and it led to me, making 700 YouTube videos, and then being able to be picked up and noticed, and started to speak in Las Vegas a few times at different conferences, Alibaba conference, even that I just attended a week and a half ago. Met a lot of cool Amazon sellers out there. But even here in 2019, like, that's when I quit my job. When I got that first $13,000 paycheck in only 2 weeks. Amazon sends you payments every 2 weeks. I circled it in red there. Amazon payment 29. Like, it's just been on autopilot for years, basically, at this point. So that personal brand, to like more than even anticipated. I ended up on a TV show called Temptation Island season 4. Built my YouTube channel up. Built a Facebook group to over 31,000 members. Made all sorts of different YouTube content. And after making money on Amazon, I got into investing. All this time with Amazon making my money, I wouldn't have to trade time for money anymore. So I learned all about the stock market, all about financial institutions, and the Federal Reserve just cutting interest rates yesterday, and then a huge crypto pump after it. Like, I'm catching these trends, and it all happened because I started building the business on Amazon, and it freed up all my time. So let's hear from Brian real quick, one of my success students that made 266 sales in one day after he got the product back in stock, because his first round of it just blew it out the water. That was $14,590 he made in one day in sales. So let's play a quick video for him. Brian, how much have you made in like your first month?
First 30 days, we did $17.4 thousand. Pretty nuts. That's
absolutely insane. And really, he just went through my program. We got on one coaching call after he finished, and he figured it out from there. I mean, was the course pretty straightforward for you?
Yeah, man. I mean, I feel like there's everything you're gonna need to be successful in the course, and then anything I did have a pickup on, if I couldn't solve it, I would try to figure it out, and then I would hit you, and you would have me like instantly. So.
Yeah, so that was kind of breaking down Brian's story. He was actually a bartender with me in the restaurant we worked at. I was ready to be a broadcast news journalist. I have literally the little diploma up there from 5 years at Washington State University, did all the studying. And before I got the career, I spent a little time as a, server in a restaurant, basically. And that's when I ended up breaking my leg and never had to follow a path of news and journalism, and instead I used the video production to build my own content, which led to me, after 600 videos, making my own course. And then I was able to help people because they saw the numbers I was making, me quitting my job, and was like, dang, this guy's actually doing it. Let's follow someone doing something that other people aren't doing. And for them to have me in person was even better. So that helped me kick them off. We have a lot of students from around the world that have tuned in, and I've helped pretty much quite a few of them even quit their own jobs. So it's pretty crazy. Have a lot of testimonies here. The course that I did make, as I said before, as being in broadcast news, I made it really clear, concise, straight to the point, no fluff, professionally made. And that's what led to having all these different successful students. So we can, and one of the craziest stories was even getting my own dad on board, who's a full-time chiropractic doctor, and he's about to retire and go like full-time Amazon FBA. He put 40 years in his job, but listen to what he had to say about making his first sales on Amazon. So I need to get a few more. Oh, let's skip that. Okay. Yeah, let's skip that video. It was crazy because I need to get a new clip of him in there because I have videos of him making 55 sales a day. And he's pulling down all his product sales, his Amazon order dashboard. And it's mind blowing to be able to teach him that. And he said it for him, it kind of sucked because in the generation he grew up in, there was no vehicle to make money like this. And if you think about what you're doing right now, how long will it take you to get to where you want to be? I mean, even if you have a really good career, making $300,000 a year, but all your time is devoted to that, you don't get to really watch. If you want your kids to grow up, spend time with your wife, do the traveling you want, do the hobbies you want, the things that really will set you free. I feel like jobs kind of reprogram who you are as a being and get you to just assimilate to being another cog in the wheel to make the owners of that company more rich. So you just have to think about where you're putting your time. Are you getting what you deserve? How long would it take? And honestly, really think about it. And let's see here. I want to see you guys drop in the chat. Number one, let me know if the audio is still lagging or anything. And then number two, let me know why you guys are doing this. I have a goal book where I write out all my goals every single month, and you have to write things down on paper, not even type on your phone or computer, physically writing on paper about what you're doing and what your goals and why you're doing it will literally be a life changer. And I've had people come to me with testimony saying they lost 60 pounds after they started writing down how many times they went to the gym every month, just like a little talent mark. Simple stuff, guys. So let me break down quickly how Amazon FBA works. I'm going to hide my face here for a second. But pretty much if you start in the lower left corner, you see where you are. And the first step is that first up arrow. We're going to go order product. Actually, the first step is you find a product, which I'm going to show you how to do in a second with AMZ Scout's tool. But you order the product from your supplier. And then after the product's manufactured to your specifications, you can custom make anything you want, guys. I have a water bottle I just bought on Amazon, private label with a random brand called Takia. So you can get your own water bottle, technically, and private with anything you want, have a different spout. There's different niches of water bottles that you'd probably want to get into because a regular one is probably too saturated. That's how we find niche products that are help us make the money. But after you order the product from the supplier, they're going to ship it into an Amazon warehouse. You can ship by sea or air. Product arrives in Amazon, and then Amazon transacts with the customer for you. You don't have to even do customer service. Like that's how it frees up so much time. And Amazon is literally doing all the heavy lifting. When a customer buys the product, they're thinking they're buying it from Amazon, but really I think over 60% of sellers or products on Amazon are sold by third-party sellers that have just come with their own brand. So the customer buys from Amazon, Amazon pays you, and the customer gets the product. So any questions about anything so far? How does Amazon work? Let me know. And great. Okay, so can I hear guys in the chat? Did the audio come through? Please let me know. We got a lot of people here. Let's fire up the chat. And we haven't even heard why you guys want to do this yet. So let's get it. Because we're diving into secret number 1 to find the best Amazon FBA niche, low risk startup that makes at least 5K a month is what we're putting here, but we're aiming for more like at least 15,000 a month. Okay, guys. We definitely do this by Christmas if we start literally now. We're almost in October. Q4 is here. You're going to have Black Friday, Cyber Monday, the holidays in general, the cold weather. People aren't trying to go out and shop. And there's just been an upscale trend for people shopping online after you guys already know what it is. So we're going to say I'm going to show you some of the issues that people have finding profitable products on Amazon, and how to avoid that. So really, find a product or a niche that's too competitive, that's going to be a problem. Just regular old water bottles, you can buy those in Walmart, in any store around pretty much, and it doesn't have that uniqueness factor that forces customers to like only gravitate to Amazon to get this type of product. And there's also a high startup cost if you have to give away a ton of units to stand out. I never have to end up giving away a ton of units to get ranked on Amazon. So also having a low price point, low profit margin, you got to factor in the Amazon fees. Lower price you sell, under $20, your Amazon fees can only ever go so low because they still have to ship the product out. On a $20 item, your Amazon fees are $8 or $9. Let's just say 10 to round it out and be conservative. And your product is $5. So you're only making $5 profit per sale there. But there's a law of diminishing returns pretty much when you sell a lower price product. You sell a higher price product, the Amazon fees actually don't impact you as much. So a $100 product could have a $20 Amazon fee, and maybe your product $20. So that's $40 all in, and a $100 product, you're making $60 profit per sale now. So that's what you want to stay away from, lower priced items. And if you don't have a unique selling proposition, USP, people aren't going to know why buy yours. Okay, so that's how I'm going to talk about with bundling. So also, if you choose to sell on wholesale instead of private label, there's different ways to sell on Amazon. And wholesale is a way where you sell already made name brand products like Under Armour, like Nike, like Hasbro toys, G.I. Joe Barbie dolls, anything like that. You, number one, have to get ungated and permission and licensing to sell these branded products by buying through special manufacturers that have the certifications you need. And not only that, there are a lot of other sellers selling that same product on Amazon, and you have to technically compete for a buy box. So whoever has the lowest price in the buy box, and that's just kind of a race to the bottom. So with private label, it's when you actually build your own listing. No one else can jump on your listing, and that's what I'm talking about. So what is the buy box? When you private label, you can see on the left-hand side there, you own it. It's just your price point, and that's it. You always own the buy box. When a customer goes to press buy, they're buying from you. On the right-hand side, you can see what wholesale is, and you actually have to compete to win that buy box. So you see it says in small letters there, 26 other options. So there's 26 sellers selling that Nike shoe, and whoever has the lowest price and the best ratings wins. And you're not even building your own brand with that. You have no asset that you're building with private label. When you build your own listing, you can build it up to make a lot of money in sales every month, and then you can even sell your listing to someone who wants to buy it, and you can have a big lump sum payment come in, and you can sell it on websites like Flippa or Empire Flippers, websites like that. But let me tell you guys, let's have you take a guess in the chat. What is the best low risk niche that still makes a ton of money all year round? Take a guess in the chat. What do you think is a low risk product that still makes money all year round? Just name out some niches, and I'm going to take a little sip here. Checking it out, because you can think about there's beauty product, but the whole point of niching down is by thinking, okay, you have the beauty niche. Well, then there's hair care within that niche. So you have to niche down. And with hair care, you have shampoo, but you also have combs. So you got to find out which niche is going to be the best, pretty much. So what I want to show you is some live product research with AMZ Scout. And we're going to do that right now. So I'm going to show you that niche pretty much. And this should be a good segment for you guys. I'm going to share the entire screen. And I should be showing you right now AMZ Scout's product database. So this is an amazing software that allows us to type in different filters, and it will shoot us products that meet the criteria we want in order for it to be a low competition product with good sales year round, that's making a good amount of money, and it's not too competitive, pretty much. So what you can start out by doing is selecting categories that you want to sell in. I'm going to highlight a few that are good and not check some that I would not want to sell in. So I wouldn't want to sell in clothes, shoes, and jewelry, because a lot of that stuff is going to have lower profit margin, or it's trademarked and branded with in terms of shoes and stuff. It's just not what you want to get into. And people will do refunds a lot with that because the sizing is maybe off for them or something. So we go with instead baby products, industrial and scientific. You might have some cool magnets. That was actually one of my first products in this category, neodymium magnets. Got my whole business started for literally just $500. I'll uncheck musical instruments, but we'll check it, because sometimes I've sold another product in this category, a wireless microphone that you can clip onto your lapel like everyone's using to make their little YouTube videos, and I built it with a little iPhone tripod, and no one else was bundling with that, and it allowed me to stand out. I'm making tons of sales with that product every day. So let's do these filters a little bit more. We've got our categories. Let's say office products, sports and outdoors, household, personal care, arts and crafts, tools, home improvement, patio, lawn and garden. You can take a picture when I'm done. I'm pretty much done here. So if you want, you can take a screenshot or picture of these categories, because these are the ones I'm looking in, and these are the ones I'm staying away from. As a beginner, maybe you don't want to get into electronics. For this example, we'll click it just because there's batteries and different things like that maybe you have to pay attention to. And let's now do a few more filters. So remember, the price point is very important. I'm going to go for $39.99 pretty much to $120, and that's a good price range to find a healthy profit margin for your product. Anything less than that, you're kind of worried about making good profit per sale. Now, views is also really important. You want to make sure the product you're selling does not have every seller on the first page having thousands of reviews. You know, if you type in water bottle on Amazon, you're going to see everyone's got thousands of reviews, and it's just going to be too hectic and competitive. You can find products that have less than 100 reviews in your price range you want, below 3 pounds. You can put in all these different filters, the weight of the product, and that's still making good money. So you can say the estimated revenue, I want the product to be making at least $7,000 a month in sales, and we'll just say find products. So it's going to analyze millions of different products on Amazon and spit us out all the different products that meet that criteria, which come up right here. Just making sure the chat's all good. Okay. So from here, I can look at what's going on. So we have estimated sales, revenue. If I want to hide a column, I can kind of uncheck that so I can sort the columns I want. I'm honestly not even too worried about a lot of these columns. The main things that I'm looking for is sales, revenue, and reviews. So, I mean, you can look at the fees here as well. It's pretty important to see that. But in the beginning stage, I want to see low reviews and good amounts of sales. So let's kind of scroll through and see what we're looking at. Now, number one, you saw Hello Kitty. Obviously, we're not going to go sell an already branded product. We're going to kind of build our own. There's like a tactical barrel mount thing. You could get into supplements and stuff, but it's just way more of a headache. I'm talking low risk niche for you guys. I want to find something customers have to ingest, and you don't need a bunch of certifications to sell the thing. So sourdough starter kit, bread making kit. Interesting. Let's kind of look at the numbers on that. Almost $10,000 a month. And how many reviews? 39 reviews. So for this, we are going to open this in a new tab and do a deeper dissect on this product in just a second, because it's kind of got that weird niche factor. Another bread making device, whatever this thing is. Let's take a look at it, actually. Yeah, over 200 bought in the past month, $40 product. You can probably get it on Alibaba for super cheap. Let's throw this in and actually do the quick dive on this thing. Sourdough starter kit. Interesting. So we're actually going to paste that into Alibaba.com. And let's just show you how much you can find the same thing that's sold on Amazon for. $3 to $4, $6, $5, $10 if you want a whole starter, a crazy kit that comes with it. And then there's a lot of bundled items on top of that, which I can show you. This isn't even the low risk niche product I'm necessarily going to show you guys. This is just a random product I've never seen in my life that looks kind of good right now. Let me know what you guys think in the chat real quick. I'm going to jump back there in just a second. I just want to make sure you guys are hearing me loud and clear and it's good. And then I'm going to continue. Just because we had a few people in that the voice was interrupted, and I haven't heard feedback yet if it's good or not. So hopefully we're good. And we're going to carry on diving back into it anyway. Awesome. Okay, so let's get back to that sourdough thing, and I'm going to show you how to actually look at the full niche of this product. Because remember, this is just one listing. We need to see how the whole market's doing by copying and pasting the main keyword and then literally paste it in the Amazon search bar, and it's going to show you all of those products now. Here's another one for 4,600 sales in the last month. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. A lot of people are still priced around $40, $50, $70, 500 sales in the last month. Did I just find a new product for you guys? Okay, hold up. And everyone kind of has the same image, the same bundle. Low risk product it is. It's literally a bowl and jar and some basic stuff. And the reviews are really high. You notice no one's got a two-star rating on their product or anything. Everyone actually likes the thing. So that is a determining factor, looking at all these reviews, that people are happy with the product. You're probably going to get low refunds. It's not so much of an expensive product that people even want to really refund it. They'll just use it. And honestly, from here, remember what we saw on Alibaba, same product, $10, $8. You literally will come up here and actually, I'm not even in the how to tell you how to verify your suppliers, but you are in here. You press on verified manufacturers, and then you can actually press contact supplier right now. And what I provide for in my videos and my extra help is I have templates and everything for you guys to know what to say to these suppliers to get the right product you want, and pretty much templates to hold your hand through this whole process of negotiating the deal with the supplier. I will touch on that in just a second. But you see down in the lower left corner, AMZ Scout has a niche score, which is 8 out of 10, which is actually pretty dang good. Also up here, when you're using the Google Chrome browser, AMZ Scout has their Chrome extension, which I can press on. And this is the magic. This is what told me I need to quit my job and start Amazon. Literally, when I saw the numbers people were making, it blew my mind. And I did not stop slowing down ever since I realized this. And I did just find, based on numbers I'm going to show you in a second, a pretty dang good product that you could literally start with. Visibility score, 0.001% of users have found this niche. A very small number of sellers have even noticed this niche while researching. I've been selling on Amazon so long that this product actually is a cool, weird niche that's getting a lot of search volume, because look at the sales people are making. 7,000 sales, 160,000 a month. 3,500 sales, 96,000. All this is what told me to quit my job. Looking at all these sellers making big money, and it's literally the same product. So this guy right here selling, you see what they did with their packaging? They have their branding on it. You can have a graphic designer make it for you. I teach you how to do this to get really low cost on graphic design, how to set a design a supplier, then they put it on your packaging and your branding. And this person is selling at $45. Their fee is $15. So if you factor, they're probably, and they're making $1,000 a month, $46,000 a month, by the way. And if you factor in, they're probably paying $8 or less for this product. So let's say $10 plus 14 is 24 minus 44. They're making at least $20 profit, around 20, 15, 20 bucks profit per sale. It's selling 1,000 units a month. So that's at least $15,000 in profit. Even when you go down, it's all the same product. Boom, boom, all the same guys, pretty much doing similar things. And it's consistent. 77 reviews, $33,000 a month. 100 reviews, 32,000. Most people have under the thousands of reviews. And you can even scroll way down here and people are still making 17,000 a month, 17,000, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 27. And it's all the same bread making kit type thing. So that's honestly a pretty dang good product. Every seller here is selling FBA. You can see when their listings were first created. So they've been here selling for a couple years, and they've just probably put this thing on autopilot, and it's making them $35,000 a month in sales, at least 15, 20,000 profit a month. Because when you order a ton of units, these people are selling almost 2,000 units a month. When you're ordering a ton of units, your cost of your product goes way down. Your suppliers are probably giving them their product for $4 instead of 10 or at that point. So that was pretty crazy. Let's come back, and hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know in the chat if you enjoy. And now I'm going to share with you the niche that is the lowest risk. Okay. Actually, honestly, let's scroll through a few more products. You got little star projectors. Basically, we found that product in like 5 minutes, and we could go to Alibaba from here. And let me turn on the screen share one more time. Sorry about that. Okay. Basically, you could go to Alibaba, start messaging your suppliers, make a deal. Then you make a shipping plan through your Amazon seller account. And then you get box labels sent to the supplier. The supplier will package everything up and then ship directly into the Amazon warehouse. That's how this business works. So you don't have to touch the product. You can order samples if you want. You can click into their storefront. come down, see all the different products that they have and carry. You can build a whole band. Next thing you know, you're building pizza trays and other stuff. You can see how long they've been in business, all kinds of different information here. And let's see. Sorry, my computer froze up for a second. You can see like how they're actually making it. Usually they even have pictures of their factory, like production. This factory looks a little scary, but there are a ton of manufacturers. Like some of them have legit big time facilities that they're working in, making these items. I mean, it's pretty intense. These people are making your products, and that's how it's done. So with that said, we'll look through. Like I said, we found that product in a couple of minutes. You can keep going on and just keep searching for products. But what I wanted to quickly show you was this niche here. Decorations. So you can type this in. This is the niche that makes good money all year round. People never return them, made out of paper, low risk, and they're infant bundles. So here you have your sage green happy birthday. You have your rose gold happy birthday. You can have a disco party, a pirate party, gold party, graduation. I mean, graduation and holiday parties I stay away from because they're only good for times a year. But for instance, you could type in, one of my favorite ways of finding new niches is being party decorations or the product you're looking at, and then a letter after it. And it will come up with all these auto-suggested things, like maybe a princess party, a pastel, pink and gold. You can do a T. And now we're seeing tinsel, teal, Taylor Swift. Let's say party decorations, Western. Actually, I had two friends, or one friend say that he had two friends that recently posted pictures on their Instagram with having a Western party. And this is an perfect example of what I wanted to show you guys and how this niche would work great. But first, actually, I want to run AMZ Scout to see if the sales and stuff are even good in this market. So we saw what the numbers look like for the bread making kits a second ago. Everyone was making a lot of money. And as I'm loading this up, a couple people have thousands of reviews, but still 54 reviews. They're making 20,000 a month with this, just this little decoration type thing. Now, this is going to be the kicker that I'm going to share with you how to win in this entire niche right now. Quickly, we'll see, okay, 20 reviews, 50,000 a month. People in the hundreds of reviews making 20K a month, 30K. That's doable because it doesn't really matter at this point, because we're going to do something different than everybody else. Notice how everyone is just selling one kind of product on its own. You see how they have just balloons on its own and just the tablecloth on its own and the party streamers. The simplest thing, the photo booth props, the best thing to do is create the full bundle. I don't see one person with plates, cups, napkins, tablecloth, the photo booth props, the photo backdrop. You just combine. What you do is take a screenshot of this, screenshot of this, screenshot of that. You can run AMZ Scout and hover over the products making the most sales and just screenshot those. Like this guy here, the glasses, making 600 sales a month, selling very well on its own. You want to screenshot this, take it over to a folder on your computer, save all the screenshots, and then you can go to your supplier and literally, let's say Western Party Supplies, and then you just contact them. And like they're right in here. You just contact these guys and send them all the screenshots. They can bundle the whole party kit together for you. And then you can sell it. See, this is $25 just for this stuff. Imagine if you had plates, cups, napkins, tablecloth, everything, and you're selling it at $45. That is such a steal, such a no-brainer. Because if you want to buy every item on its own, it's going to be very expensive. I don't even see Western plates yet. They are $25. And then just those other accessories, 25. So if you want to buy your plates, your tablecloth, your balloons, your photo props, you know, buying all that separately is going to be like $90 or $100. Whereas you can get the whole kit from your supplier who will custom make you that kit for probably $15 max with shipping. $10 to $15. I have a part kit with all the items in it, and I'm paying $9.72. That includes shipping into Amazon, and I sell for $45 to $50. So it's pretty insane. I never get returns on it. I love the parquet niche, and you saw how I bundled there by just screenshotting all the items, sending suppliers, pressing contact, boom. So that is very easy to do, and anybody can literally do this. I'm going to stop the screenshot and come back in and ask you guys, what did you think of that niche? Let me hear it. Let me hear it. What did you think? These guys are making 30, 40 grand a month with paper plates and stuff that they can get for one-fifth price from suppliers. So the chat is pretty quiet today. We did a webinar in the past, and we had people popping off in here. So I hope the audio is still good for you guys. And I did cover a lot in that segment, so I can kind of fast because you already just saw what I mentioned for Secret 2 is how to stand out in competitive markets with bundling and branding and the cost of FBA. So number one, you saw what I did with the bundles. How do you make a bundle? You can even look in the frequently bought together section of different Amazon lists to find other bundled items, or like we did with the Western kit, just find products that are already selling well and combine those into your kit. You can also read the customer negative reviews and questions to see how you can improve on a product. All the data is there for you to win with types of products. Also, people ask, can you bundle with one or more supplier? Can you work with one or more supplier? Yes, you can. Suppliers will, for free, send their product from their warehouse to another supplier's warehouse for you. You just have to buy the product, and there's like free shipping, and they will ship from their one warehouse to another warehouse, and you can have your bundle be made that way. But most of the time, your main supplier will have all the items you need to bundle right then and there. You can also protect your brand by getting a trademark, and I've done that through an Amazon tool within your seller account called the IP Accelerator Program that allows you to get trademarked brand registry on your listing, and that enables you to have A+ branded content where you can add all these cool pictures and videos to your listing and in your descriptions, where normally if you're not trademarked, you can't add these enhanced images in product description. Like I said, videos, you get a branded store, and you can remove anyone trying to jump on your listing. Remember, I said that's most likely not going to happen because you're building your own listing, your own bundle. You're the only person there standing with that. So you can remove anyone trying to get on your listing very easily when you're trademarked. Now, the cost of Amazon, this is a big thing for everyone that needs to know when they get into this. I recommend when you buy it really breaks down to buying your product, which you're going to make money on, your Amazon seller account fee, warehousing fees, and Amazon fees. So your inventory cost is going to break down to you buying your initial units. And I recommend buying between 100 and 200 units of maybe the product that you're buying from your supplier costs you 10 or $20. So if you buy 100 units of a $10 product, and that $10 product you can still sell for 40 or $50, that would be you spending $1,000 to get this whole thing started. The seller account is only $40 a month, and it only comes into effect not right when you make the seller account, when you actually get inventory shipped into the Amazon warehouse. So that 40 won't even affect you until your product's ready to make profit. Now, your warehouse cost is very cheap, honestly, when you factor in, number one, you're aiming for at least $20 profit per sale. So your Amazon seller account is covered in paid for within you making 2 sales in that month. Your storage cost comes down to how many units you're storing in there. I can give you a baseline. Like, for instance, when I have 500 units in my inventory, I'm paying about $150 a month to store 500 units that are at least the size of a shoebox or bigger. So for $140, that's pretty small storage in terms of the cost. I can make that storage fee up within 7 sales or something. So I'm breaking even if I make like 9 sales, 10 sales a month, pretty much in terms of paying for my storage cost and my seller account, if I'm making at least $20 profit per sale. Now, the Amazon fees only come into effect when you make a sale. And like I showed you before with AMZ Scout's tool, it shows you how much the fees are going to be. So you can get the quote from the supplier. How much is the product going to cost per unit? How much are the fees that we see with the software? You add those together, your product cost plus your fees and your total cost, then you see what you can sell for. So if your total cost comes to $25 with the fees and everything, and you're selling at 50, you plan to sell at 50, that's leaving you $25 profit per sale. So the Amazon fees again are broken down. No matter what products sold on Amazon, there's 15%. There's a 50% fee because that's selling on Amazon's platform. That's called the referral fee. And then the fulfillment fee is for Amazon to ship the product to the customer. And it breaks down to pretty small fees in general. Now, I already mentioned to verify your supplier kind of in the product research section there. I also want to give you some more tips on how to get the best price while maintaining the highest quality product in negotiation tactics. Like I mentioned, you can see the picture with the red box. When I was on Alibaba, I'm typing in the keyword I'm looking for the product, and then I am pressing on verified manufacturers. Because if you don't do this, number one, you're not sourcing from a verified manufacturer who's a third-party testing company. And actually, I think I can show you. I'm going to show you what it actually means to be a verified seller in just a second. But you're also finding I'm going to show you that in just a second here. But honestly, when you're in the verified manufacturer's profile, you can do it. And you want to make sure you're not buying from just a trading company. You see down there, at the bottom of this picture, boxed out in red, it says business type trading company. That means they're not even the manufacturer. So you want to hopefully find someone who's a manufacturer and trading company so they have the skills to not only make your product, but also ship it out. Trading companies may charge a little higher product price because maybe they're not the manufacturers. You're technically buying from a middleman who these guys bought it from the manufacturer. Or they don't have good bundling capabilities because they already bought the product and it's already in a bag kind of thing, and they're just looking to sell that. So manufacturers are better to go through. Now, how do you negotiate and get the best price? I usually message to 15 suppliers. Just go down the list, press contact, copy and paste the same message to every supplier. And then just who's ever getting back to you the best, most responsive, and you feel like is working with you to have a better deal. Usually I narrow that 10 to 15 down to like 5, and then I narrow it down a few more from there before I'm really battling it out. Who's got the best price? Who do I really want to go through? But you're building that relationship with them, and the longer you talk to them, the more they're likely to give you better prices and help you in the future. So, like I said, you can leverage quotes between suppliers. Maybe one supplier has the product you want, but it's not necessarily the best quality, but they're giving you a really low price. You could take a screenshot of that lower price for the same product, slightly but less quality, and show the supplier maybe the same product but better quality, that low price that the other supplier is offering you, and then say, hey, can you come down to this price because this supplier's offering this price, but I really like you guys. I want to go through you. And yeah, I really like sending screenshots and pictures. Like I mentioned with the Western Party Kit, you screenshot all the items you want in the kit, attach the images to the message you're sending to the supplier so they see visually exactly what you want. there's not really much of a language barrier. It's over in China most of the time we're buying the products from, but these guys speak English just fine, so don't worry about a language barrier. Also, ask about to get a better price. How do you say, hey, I might be buying 500 units or 1,000 units. What's the best price if I buy 500 units? They're going to give you a lower price for the product because you're buying so many in bulk. As to you coming in, even if you really are only going to sell 100 units, I would ask, what's the price of this if I buy 500? And then later on say, okay, well, I need to do a test order and just order 100 units just to test this listing out. And can you honor that lower price you'd give me if I was to buy 500 units? Because let's say I come back, after this test order, I can buy more units from you in the future. So those are some little negotiation tactics. Secret number 4 is verifying pretty much how to not mess up. You need to verify what you're doing and make sure everything's in check, because there's a lot of mistakes beginners make, and I'm going to share the 3 biggest ones to avoid right now. So if you order too much inventory, I just mentioned how, hey, you need to do a test order. You don't have to stress out and buy thousands of products. I've talked to people who've spent $15,000 on product before they've talked to me and was like these aren't selling as fast as I want to do. I have 2,000 units. My storage costs are high. Just simply don't be flexible. Don't order so many units. You can start with 150 if you really want. But I don't do less than 100 because you can sell out too fast, and then your suppliers will takes time for them to sea ship the product, which is going to be lower than airship price. Takes a while for the product again, so you don't want to sell out and be out of stock for too long. So I ordered 100 to 200 units to test a listing. I've ordered too much product. My experience thing here is literally ordered 500 units of these special garden gloves one time, and I didn't bundle, so I just had the product, and soon everyone came and sold the same exact product. I wasn't standing out. I didn't do a 2-pack. I didn't include a cool little hand shovel or rake, which would have been an easy bundle to stand out and to see this market of everyone selling the same product. And all I could do was lower my price to try and get people to buy it, to sell it. This was my second product I ever did. Didn't really know what I was doing. So I sold most of them. I had to ship home about 120 units. Luckily, it was garden gloves. I went to a few garden shops, and the cost of my product to me was only $2. So I just sold each glove to the garden shop for like $3 a piece. And between 2 garden shops, they bought all 120 units. So you have a physical product here. You're not in the stock market, crypto, where you can, if you're wrong or you lose your money there, like you can't get it back. With Amazon, you have a physical product to sell where in time, pretty much. But mainly Amazon is the springboard, the platform you want to start with, because Amazon has the customers there for you. Not checking profit margins and Amazon FBA fees. I made it clear earlier on how you want to sell a product at least around $4 so that you're making healthy profit. And people that want to sell a $10 product, even if their product costs them $2 and they want to sell it for $10, even if there were no Amazon fees, all you can make profit per sale is $8. You want to be happy every time you make a sale, like, dang, I just made $25. And you sell, there's products you can sell. I sell a product that makes $100 profit per sale. 3 sales a day of that is already $900 in profit. Oh no, my bad. I'm thinking 3 sales a day is $300. And then I'm making that every day for a month. That's $9,000 in profit, pretty much. Make just 3 sales a day, $300 a day, could be $9,000 a month. You just got to make sure your profit margins, your price of your product is good after your Amazon fees and your selling price. A lot of people don't treat Amazon like a real business. It takes work. It takes dedication. That's why I was asking a lot of people in the chat, what is your why for really to get into this business? So really, you just have to make sure that you have someone who's done this before that you're actually learning from. And that's going to be such a shortcut, such a faster way to get to where you want to be. I didn't have help and I did this business model. Okay. I did take someone's course back when I first started. That's how I documented my journey. So I'm learning this guy's course. And that's all I did. He never talked to me or anything. And still within that time, 6 months, I was able to get my job. So that's what I think all you guys can do. And what I said in this webinar, within 60 days, you can have a product in and start making good money, especially by Christmas. You just have to take action, honestly. And those of you who are here till the end, we're going to jump into a few other sections here, but those of you who made it this far, honestly, this quote by Muhammad Ali always gets me every time. Really, those who are not courageous enough to take risks will never accomplish anything in their life. You have to be able to take a little bit of a risk in your life. And you've already taken a risk to be here, to tune into an art, to have an entrepreneurial mindset. And that is the best way for you to break free, if that's what you want to do. And that's what most people want. You know, you will avoid driving in a commute. I'm never stuck in traffic or anything like that. I go places when I want to go. I see what traffic looks like in Seattle, Washington. Right, Greg? I mean, Greg's in the chat from Seattle, and you do not want to be driving around in rush hour traffic. It's insane. And that's the masses going to and from jobs. My dad still does that, and he's going to retire and only do Amazon FBA. So pretty much, if you want to take action on this now, I think there couldn't be a better time. We have Christmas right around the corner. So I want to lead you to your first action steps. And let me know in the chat, do you guys really want to do this or not? Like, this is here for the taking. Any questions, any objections, anything that you guys think you still don't understand yet? Now is a good time to start asking some questions. And let me see. So we got drop the questions in the chat, so you guys can drop a few questions while I carry on with the last segment here and leading you into your first action steps. Again, you see success stories across the board. I have helped over 1,000 people, and about, not everyone's going to win, but the only people that don't win are those that just don't take action. And maybe they get help from someone, but just never end up buying a product and ship it in. If you simply buy a product and ship it in, it's going to make you money. You'll be able to wake up in the morning and see, like, dang, on my phone, I'm making sales. This is crazy. And these are the action steps, I would say. So you can end up, like the buddy Brian Pate over here, $10,000 in one day. And these sales are pretty crazy. But consistently, even if you you don't need 10 grand a day. You can make $300 a day very easily with very minimal work. Just give yourself 30 days and you will have product out. You'll be able to literally make the deal with the supplier, get the product in, and make sales after the C shipment or whatever, and within 6 days. And if you do need help, I'm here for you guys. Like I said, I had my Instagram at the beginning of this. I'll quickly drop it here in the chat so you guys can reach out. But if you do need help, that's why I've also come to people with what I offer, because I have about 600 or 700 YouTube videos, but I've created a broken down step-by-step course. That's what all these other students taken. My dad took. My dad didn't think this thing was real until I came home and started showing him making $30,000 a month, more than him, doctor. And then he said, wait, kid, let me see that thing you're doing over there. And he actually ended up taking a whole book of notes. It was, keep bringing my dad because before that, we didn't even bond that well together. Like, we played golf sometimes, whatever. But he's working and he's in his own world, and teaching him this and watching him in person side by side, like, I wasn't helping him with everything, but he watched the guy grow. Okay, it was crazy. It was a crazy experience. But he took my course. It's $1,000 value. If you want to go buy it on your own right now, it's like $1,000. I'm gonna hook you guys up because you stayed in the webinar with a really special offer that's going to come with so many bonus additions for you guys. So the course also comes with the student Facebook group where you can drop questions, drop product screenshots of things that you're interested in. Now, you don't want to give away the product ideas to everyone else in the group. So you can leave the numbers of like the sales, revenue, the reviews, things that judge if a product's good or not, but you can blur out the actual product name itself if you want. But people share screenshots of product ideas or products they think are good. Others can let them know what they think about. I have a public Facebook group. We have also included in the course 3 months of one-on-one mentorship with me, where I'm going to guide you personally on how to optimize your business, increase your profits, find the right product, create the best bundle, and get off the ground. I mean, that's like a $3,000. If you think of the time you'd save just working with someone who's already done all this for the past 7 years and helped over 1,000 people, it's just crazy value to be able to have that at your service. Now, I do also have you guys 2 one-on-one coaching calls that come with the course. That is something where I'm going to be on a Zoom call with you and actually help you find your products. So it's not like one of those things where, for me, when I bought my guy, the course I bought in the beginning was the guy never talked to me or anything. I just had to watch his videos and figure it out myself. So we also have in-person events that invite people to. And if you want to get everything together, pretty much the Amazon Seller Pro bundle comes out to like $6,000. If you want the Amazon course, the multiple Facebook groups, 3-month one-on-one mentorship where you can talk to me at any time you want, and I'll help you get this product up and running so you can start making the money you want in a good amount of time, not taking you years to do it. So you'll also get the coach calls and invitations to private events. But AMZ Scouts even dropping their annual plan tool set, which is a $379 value. This is all included in the bundle. We're going to add up everything at the end. You'll see how much you guys are going to be able to get here, but it's going to come with Pro Extension, Pro Database. That is the extension that I showed you that breaks down the sales of every product, and the database, which helps you find the products after you put in the filters you want. There's reverse ASIN, Amazon product lookups, which will show you all the keywords your competitors are using. You have all the data at your fingertips. You put the keywords in your listing, and now you start ranking for the keywords. It just goes on and on. You got the product tracker. You can see how your competitors are doing over time at different seasons. Keyword tracker. How many searches a month are these different keywords getting? Every the data is there for you. So that extension I showed you is what breaks down each person's sales per month, their sales trends. The extension also shows you the niche which you can click on. Remember, with bread making basket, it was about an 8 on the niche score. And if you click into it, it will show you the profit, the demand, the competition. It's already kind of broken down there for you without having to do it manually. So a lot of different extra features, monthly sales estimators, profit calculators, all the necessary things you need to get this going. And the product database itself has the access to 600 million different products and choose all different categories of how we find our good products. And we have keyword research and that reverse ASIN lookup, which I mentioned. You put in a competitor ASIN, that's its product identifier inside of Amazon. Usually starts with down there, you see B087 PYN. That's usually what those ASINs start to look like. And then you can see the keywords they're showing up for and ranking for, and get ideas what you want to use for your listing keywords as well. So AMZ Scout's also going to offer some bonuses. 1,000 plus exclusive Amazon product ideas received that sent out to you guys pretty much. I think they deliver this to you, weekly. Every week they're giving you really good product ideas. Each one is selected out by AI, and it's going to meet the criteria you want. Again, you don't want to find these products with thousands of reviews that are selling for a low price. That's not what you want. So these are going to be good products for you that they find. And also a monthly report that contains monthly product trends, profitable niches, Amazon news, insights, and tips on maximizing profits. There's even more resources they're including, and pretty much the how to get reviews guide, which is very important. Getting reviews is the lifeblood of your product. After a certain number, you really don't have to worry about it anymore, but you want to have 25, 30 plus reviews, and then your product's pretty much just going to continue selling itself into eternity, pretty much. So they also have the seller hook report, and that comes with 5 ready to go product ideas, even more product ideas for you guys. It's pretty crazy how many ideas they're offering. I offered 2 really good examples in the webinar already that you just take action on right if you want. There's tons of reviews on why AMZ Scout software is amazing. But if you want to look at how much the bundle is, everything combined comes to almost $10,000. But you ask yourself, is spending $10,000 worth it if it's going to lead to me making $10,000 or $15,000 a month? Maybe that takes 2 or 3 months to get to that level to start having my compounding on each other on top of itself. But spending 10 grand now worth building a product and business that makes you at least 10 a month for years to come? I mean, the obvious answer is yeah, I'll spend 10,000 now to make 10,000 every single month. Why not? That's sacrificing only 1 month of pay pretty much. But that's still a pretty high price, and I know it's a lot for people to think about spending. But hey, the Fed just cut interest rates yesterday. Federal Reserve just cut interest rates. Money's getting cheaper. It's easy to borrow money and credit and stuff now. So, hey, you can start your business and it's going to be less of an interest rate to get started. Plus, any money you spend on your business, a video about this in my course about setting up your LLC, which you don't need in the beginning, but I even taxed my LLC as an S corp. So I set you up with the best business so you can write off all of your expenses so that you're paying way less in tax. All the traveling I'm doing, I'm pretty much writing that off as business expenses because I'm traveling for work. I'm creating content. And so spending, fine, man, I'll spend 10 grand all day if I can make 10 grand every single month and I can write this whole expense off in the beginning. Now, the AMZ Scouts partner with me today is cutting the even $10,000 price down to only $749. And you ask yourself, how is this even possible? Like $750, and you can get a product starting to make you $10,000 a month within 2 or 3 months. Now, what we just dropped in the chat was a few different links. You can get going on this right away. And now is the time to do it because Christmas is coming up in 2.5, 3 months, just about. And you have that time, the 60 days window starts now. So who wants to do this? Who wants to start setting themselves up? The best springboard can happen right now going into Christmas. The best mentor that is there to help you is right here in front of you, actually willing to jump on phone calls, help you out every step of the way. That's just what I do. I have so many people come to me after trying to with other teams of mentors and stuff, and they never get anything done, or they never get to talk to the mentor. They're maybe talking to other people in their team that are trying to help them or something. But I don't even have a team. It's just me. I'm just helping people, and I have so much free time that those that do help, the course that I made allows people to take action on videos very easily. So that's what we have here. Not only that, you can even split payment down into 4 individual payments, which comes up to like, forgot what it was. I mean, 749 divided by 4, 749 divided by 4, $187. You can literally start today for only $187, and you get my Amazon course. You're going to get access to the Facebook groups, 3 months of one-on-one mentorship you're going to get with me. Talk about anything you need to help you set this business up. That's 3 months. That's longer than it's going to take for you to get your product in Amazon and starting to make sales. And I'm still going to help you get your product launched. 2 1-hour coaching calls with me. Those, if you want to buy those alone, that's like $200 a call, and you get those for free. So you're going to get the invitation to our events. I saw one guy from Seattle, Washington. I mean, that's why I left my Instagram there. My Facebook, it's the same name, Luke Westerberger. Luke, the same name I put in there. Instagram. If you hit me up and send me a message, I'm down to come out, grab a drink with you. I love meeting my students and actually building a real relationship with the people that I'm helping to do this with, because I love planting seeds with people. They get successful. Then one day they're like, hey, Luke, now I got this going on for me over here. You should come check this out. Or something as simple as us just going out to get some drinks is cool with me. I love talking about Amazon and people on, and that's just one thing. So there's online and in-person events, but even just meeting you guys one-on-one is cool with me too. So also get, which is huge, the AMZ Scout entire suite of software for a year, which if you want to buy that alone, if you just want to buy a product research tool alone, almost is the entire price of the $749 here. So this is like an insane deal to get mentor, the course, the software. That's everything you need up front to start a business for only $749. Now, what you can see here is splitting it up into payments. It does come out to $187, but you can get started today by clicking the Klarna link. And there are 2 QR codes here. If you just want one-time payment, scan the payment on the left. And if you want the 4-payment split, do it on the right. Really, you can write this off as a business expense, tax deductible. Learn this thing for free. There is a 10-day money-back guarantee, which you can just start this. I recommend starting it. And like I said, if you don't like it within 10 days, if you don't want to continue the business, if you don't want to start making $10,000 a month with a handful of hours going into that, within like 6 months of actually working hard on it, 6 months. After that 6-month period, you should be probably only putting in a few hours a month to check your ads, check your reviews on the product, and that's pretty much it. So it's pretty low barrier to entry at this point to get started for this lower price. And again, you can see all that comes with that. So we are going to wrap up here pretty soon. And this is a one-time offer. This is only today that we're going to be this. And we'll have time for some Q&A. If anyone did have any comments or questions, now is the time to drop them. And I'll give you guys a few more minutes, but let me know. What do you guys need? What do you want to do with this opportunity? Do you want to let it pass by and you just continuing to do what you're normally doing? Or do you want to take a risk and potentially create something huge for yourself in the perfect time to do it, going into Q4, going into Christmas, the cold months? This is the time to get started on it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the webinar. Any other questions coming in? I don't really see any. The chat is a little sleepy today, but it's okay. If you guys just want to get this thing purchased and started, we can talk one-on-one. That's totally fine as well. But I'm going to give you guys about another 2 minutes to see if we have any questions coming in, a minute or two, and then we're going to wrap it on up. And if you do want to hear more, we will have my Instagram, which is linked right above, but you can scan either of these QR codes or click the links that are also dropped Alex in the chat, and we can get you right away. Those that do sign up right now, I'm going to get you enrolled in the course right now. I can see who signed up right after I cut this off in like a minute. and then I will manually enroll you in my course. You can start the videos. It might take a week to finish videos. It's about an 8-hour course. The videos are all broken down into bite-sized videos, like 5 minute, 7, 10-minute videos. So it's just me behind the computer telling you, hey, press this button here, press that button there. No fluff, no nothing else but hardcore to the point, how to get your product successful on Amazon. So that's every step broken down in the course. There's about 90 videos in there, and you will have more than enough to know exactly what you need to do to make this opportunity happen for you. So with that said, thank you all for tuning into the webinar, and didn't see any last questions coming in right now. But to everyone who joined, we had Richard, Christine, Greg, people from all over the world. We had United Kingdom. Shout out, you guys over there. But that's going to be about it for this one. So I will sign off and hopefully see you guys very soon.